this is how I do. Oh, 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 how I do, baby. This is how I do.
Yo man, we played a song from the black from the album Black Crown. And I call it one of the best albums to ever come out of the KOL. Also, it was different. Also for me, seeing in Sesotho in that way and articulating his emotions in that way. The only person who got close is Prez. Close, right? But he was singing about love and dedicating how he loves this woman, right? But you're talking about emotions, man. We'll be playing other songs from this album. You get to hear about them and how I mean. So tell about Black Crown. When did you create the album, and how did you come up?
Black Crown was a bit of a process.
Okay.
I couldn't even tell you when I started.
Okay.
It was just that kind of thing.
But when was the year? Which year?
Probably 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
When you started with because you produced.
I created a bunch of songs.
Okay.
With the intention of creating an album.
Okay.
But the direction of it, the kind of songs, the track list, the mood, it kind of took shape as I went along. But
okay.
The whole time I was just creating music.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. You know what I'm thinking? Are you black? This is crazy, but my producers will tell me. If this can be done. I have your album with me, right? Mm-hmm. And it has the artworks, right? It has those short songs. I don't know if you'd mind if I give you those. You could be playing them on Sky Alpha TV if you don't mind.
Oh,
yes, I have them. Yeah, I have them on the flash. Let me do that.
Yeah.
So you were telling me about Black Crown. Go on. What happened?
It was. I think before Black Crown, like my foundation in music was always house music.
Okay.
That's my first love, So I started out DJing, kind of eventually fell into producing. So by around 2014, I was already singing.
Okay.
Here and there, producing most of the time. So I just started working on my own stuff, So it made sense to have an album. Because before that, I had put out a house project.
What?
Yeah,
because I remember. It used to be you're still close with the guy Ron. Who's like the producer as well. Yeah. So it only makes sense that you once produced like a house song.
Yeah, I was deep into the house vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. After that, because I sang on some of the songs.
Okay, or some of the houses. I think I remember some of the tracks. Problem with me remembering the song, some of the house songs that you created is that I was going through a phase as well. I couldn't finish my varsity.
So
even if, when you're frustrated, sometimes it's not that easy for you to focus on art
because to absorb
things. You understand? I remember you producing because you left Roma. Right?
I think even while there I was already
and then you incubate and when I knew you from Roma, you were a poet. That's how I got to know about you. You were just a poet and a skater boy as well. We'll get into this later. We'll get into this and everything else later. But it's really fascinating to be meeting somebody who you have met in the walks of life. For me, it was university. You were doing first year. You were doing first year, and I was repeating my second year. So you struck me as somebody who creates something, but when you see somebody who can sing but never really want to take it seriously, and you were a poet as well, and you read your poem from a phone one time, like in the Netherlands, and I was like, I hope he takes it seriously, because for me, when they said you producing music, I was like, what? He's good as a poet. And then I had your house song. I was like, he's good as a house producer as well. And then you produced Black Crown. And here you are.
Yeah, Black Crown was like an initiation for me.
But what did it take? Like, what did it take from you to produce Black Crown? From spiritual to physical to economy to your finances to the art, the creatives that went into it?
I created Black Crown at a time when I couldn't go to school.
Okay.
Because what I wanted to do was too expensive.
Okay, what did you want to
manpower.
do?
I wanted to make music. I wanted to go to an art school.
Which school to be specific?
I think I was also rather confused because I think I wanted to do sound engineering
Okay.
and creating music.
Okay.
But I only learned later on that no, really, I'm more of a performing arts guy than in the studio behind the tables. you
Yeah.
know. Yeah. So I think going to an art school would have at least given me that picture.
It could have
bit
it
earlier
could have
on.
gotten you closer to what you
Yeah.
were supposed to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but leading, I don't even regret it because I realize now the things I do, like the way I'm so proficient in the studio, it would have probably took me so much school fees and so many years just
To create what you're doing right
what I do
now.
right now.
Yeah. So also,
Yeah.
so you invest in yourself.
So that's all I. But because I think with me, art has always been a spiritual thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because as far as skill is concerned, I knew I was gifted early on.
Okay.
But really, after I reached my own pinnacles and goals and standards, it became more about just being truthful about
Okay.
it. Because when it comes, it burns you.
And
Yeah,
it
for me-
gets you.
Yeah,
you have
for
to.
me-
You have to take it out.
Yeah.
People have to hear it or have to
Yeah.
see it.
So for me, it was I never made music for money or for recognition or anything. It was always
Okay.
just a conversation with myself.
Okay.
And then, people get to hear it. Yeah.
Oh, I think we should play one of the songs from Black Crown. One other song from Black Crown. It's like Teenagers. I think we'll sort of tell
Yes,
us.
I was listening to that one yesterday. Yeah.
After how long?
Yo,
After
maybe
how long?
2 or 3 years, bro. Because
For
I
real?
never listened to them.
I'll make girls listen to your songs, man. And I say, I know you. Like, yo, you hear this guy? This guy's my boy, man. And he's
Yeah,
been
man.
producing. You know how we want to
Yeah.
be known to be.
Yeah, and they
I always
gotta
say we
really
all
do
want to
it.
be known important people. This is how I always put it.
Yeah.
No problem, man. No problem. It's one love. So let's play like Teenagers by Chino Elvito or Khomar, currently known as Khomar.
Yeah.
Peace and love, man.
Che mi ferre ferre fela, mo duba duba fela, di perre cagno fela che ta canzu che chiama. Young in it, hunting. If you got a problem with country, just say acting up on a Sunday. Talking crazy, baby, this untrained. Hard to be hard. Live lo left, feel like it's a dice. Like in a hand, one and you're we turn up beside. Lately, we be fighting daily light. And jelly gods. And when you say you gotta meet with your cousin, I already know it's me you discussing what you saying now. And now, baby, can match a telephone. But we can sit down, maybe try, pick it aside. If I play, when I got it, well, I fight it. You already know about the whole, it's a monad. Oh, it's a monad. Things just ain't the same between us. Can we take it back to the way it was? We get high, some might get high and get lost in love like teenagers. Like teenagers. Like teenagers. Things are heating up. Sometimes I ain't humble, cause everything had to struggle. Hit my dues on the double. Pick and choose from the rubble. I've been working on this shit my whole life. This ain't just another hustle. Getting quick on my feet, eat what you kill, yeah, it's a jungle. Girl, I made a lot of sacrifices, till the sweat drops, I don't even pause. Yeah, it's my job to secure the vault. When it's my turn, I'ma take the fall for you, so you feel safe, feel support. So I don't feel none at all. But we will grow, baby, through it all. We will grow, baby, with the fall. Things just ain't the same between us. Can we take it back to the way it was? We get high, some might get high and get lost in love like teenagers. Like teenagers. Like teenagers. Things are heating up. Wearing off on the regular. Baby girl, we've been through a lot. Going way too fast, think we gotta slow it down. Now you really got me choked up. Running upside, upside. for the wrong side. It's okay, baby, let your guard down. Let me be your warrior. Get lava sit like if I tell us a party. Have a hammer of antenka. Ni kere fito e tabi. No have a frostar. Ni nale wana rema fura le pa. Trying to make it so simple. So simple that it's obvious. Shoot straight into the sky until we break all the barriers. Yeah, I think the only time you ever come alive is when we argue. And I don't understand, it's only you and I we always need an idea. Someone took the pick and said some lies and wait, and now I'm taking all the punishment. When did you get so insecure that I can't even pass a compliment? Why? All the pain that you harboring, only feeding on your confidence, speeding up all the processes. Think it's time we just work it out. Baby, sit down, we can work it out. No excuses, no apology. In the clouds, we can blow trees. Get away for the green, pat it down with a pinky for you folded in. Gotta thank God for the fire, breaking bonds, burning all the chlorophyll. Swap with a lick, one swipe, lay it down, tuck it in, you can smell it loud, yeah, you know it's lit. Through the eyes, all you really see is just
We are number one.
Oh yeah, baby, this is how I do. How I do, baby. This is how I do. How I do. How I do. Yeah. Girl, I know you won't. You are what I got because this energy I'm sending you is hard for you to find.
So looking about fetus like teenagers. We look about I don't get enough to look about. I get like teenagers. But yeah, man, you heard it from the man. Every time I listen to your music and I talk to you, I always feel like people are missing out on the other part or on the other half. Like we never really get into conversations with this art over our artists and sort of get to hear the stories and what like the things they go through to producing a project. Because it's a story, man.
Yeah.
It's a story. So you're finishing up telling us what it took you into what it took from you, what Black Crown took from you. Because even how you packaged it, I remember it used to come out to black flashes, right? That was different. Everybody was asking, so you an album? And I was like, yep, this is the album.
Yeah.
So
I think I had a big point to prove to myself.
okay.
Because I think I was just coming into my own, trying to prove my skill. Some might say it seemed like a disadvantage,
Okay.
or just a predisposition where you have to try extra hard just to, to be seen and to be noticed. So I think that was just me trying to do that. So I was trying to just put all my knives and my skills on the table and just express myself.
Okay, I feel
Flex.
that. Flex.
Yeah.
Flex some of the skills because you've been hiding.
I've been,
And then you had to come out that way.
Yeah.
It made sense that you came out that way. Black
yeah,
going through a phase, but I'm back now. We can communicate, and this is what I came out with.
definitely.
Yeah.
Because I think it was the first time that people heard my recordings.
Okay.
Heard me behind the mic, because before Black Crown, everybody knew me as a DJ.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, I was surprised when I was like, you can sing, you can talk, you can trap in Sesotho and trap soul in Sesotho. I was like, what's happening here? Who is this guy?
So no one saw that coming.
Who do you have featured on Black Crown that we also know?
Black Crown is Genale Pi, because Pi, he's a brother,
Yeah.
very close friend. So
We've had him on studio. as
yeah,
well,
so
yeah.
he's always around. Like me and him, just wait on that.
Oh, there's something you're cooking.
Yeah,
There's
Then
something you're cooking.
Always. It's been the longest project in the pipeline. That one.
Okay, because he can also rap and sing as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
People don't know him as a singer, proper singer, because he's always rapping and trapping.
I will get on. We get on. We did a song called Blows, right? Or is it Blows or
Blues.
Blues? Or is
yeah.
it B? Or is B?
Double
L O or Blues?
Yeah.
Or Blues.
So it's the blues.
Oh yeah, we'll get onto that song after we sort of get into all these questions that we want to ask you about. So from you, because I also met Squatter. May he so rest in peace, man. May he so rest in peace. He was all hands on your project.
Yeah.
He was all hands on your project. And this one time I met him and he was saying, I was asking him, when is the album dropping? And then he said, we can't immediately drop. We have to sort of go make it like a synthesis, sort of like have like a survey or now what type of music sells Lesotho. So he was sort of scaling for me and telling me now what type of genre sells, followed by which genre, and then followed by which genre. And then what he told me was the first genre that he said to me, Sesotho used to be on top, like Minoko Rian, right? And then it used to be followed by gospel. And he said things changed. They flipped. Minority Politiki was the one which was selling by the time you wanted to release. And then it was, it was really fascinating. I was like, he went out all the way to find out what type. And then he was saying, so we want to find the right, like we want to know now what type of sound, because he was smart. Yeah, he was really smart. Because I also say, to not even digressing or not even losing the fact that we are talking about you, man. I mean, if we were talking about Squatter, we are talking about you. It's like the extension of you, right?
Definitely.
Because he touched every person that he came in contact with, right? So I saw the genius in your work, in your album, and I saw some of the things that he was talking about when I listened to the song. When I listened to your album, then I saw, Squatter mentioned this. Now I see that it was more scientific for me than just listening to an album or a project. So when you're saying to me that you only listen to like teenagers, was it yesterday or?
Yeah.
Give him tribute. We are like mad shout out to him wherever he is, because he's part of us.
Definitely.
And he's looking out for us in spirit. Jumping straight into that, when I don't know we reading in passing, you went insane, right? And I think I same thing happened to me as well. Like I think I lost my mind for a minute. Got into another lockdown. There was a time when I wanted to call Slavak and tell him, yo man, on I'm moods. You understand? But what I picked from the phase where you actually feel like you're losing your mind. Don't be scared to talk about it. Don't be scared to go way deep into it. But I'll say my part and you will say your part, and we'll jump straight into our art. I'll talk about comedy, right? I went through the phase where everything else didn't make sense and we were all locked down, right? We were prisoners in our own house, in our own houses, or own yards, right? And then you realize that those people who like to say, I like staying home, I don't like going out, they realize now you don't really like staying out. You just, if you like staying out and staying, you wouldn't even talk about it. So I lost my mind for a minute, because when you're silent and you're alone for too long and you run out of things to watch, things to listen to, things to read, and you have to talk to yourself in silence.
That's the only person.
Bro. And I lost my mind, straight up. But out of that, I came up with proper jokes. So I want to hear from you, from your sanity. What happened with you? Insanity, not sanity.
Well, from my insanity, I found myself.
You found yourself?
Yeah.
Who's that self? Is it Khomar? Who's that self that you came back with?
That self is Khomar.
Okay, explain to us. Who's Khomar?
Because I think that transition kind of happened during the making of the song.
Okay.
Yeah. So Khomar now is the guy who's the mountain man.
Okay.
This guy is the essence of Lesotho.
Okay.
And the 21st century.
Okay.
And the perfect blend of these things, because Khomare is the bond.
Khomare
means
Velcro, man.
That is what it is. It is the bond.
It is
the adhesive force.
Okay.
That binds things together.
Okay.
Things that might even have no business being together.
Okay. Things that like water and oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Water and fire.
So how are you hoping to? You're saying you met Khomari within that phase.
Yeah,
Right.
so
And then you
that's-
changed I saw you changed your handles, and then you, even the way we would introduce you at some shows, we were supposed to say Khomari.
Yeah.
So ke batla ho utlwa hore na- we are talking about the sound from Black Crown, right?
Yeah,
Black Crown.
yeah.
And now there's this new era. You're waking. You got emotional. Slavak was surprised as well, looking at you. Something you saw him, right? You got emotional for like you're from your own sound. So ke batla ho utlwa hore na, what is it that you're still cooking up?
Well, now being Khomari, and like before Khomari, I was probably trying to prove a point to
Like you
myself
said, like
and
you
to
said,
other people.
like you said.
and just meeting universal standards and that type of thing. But with the change that I underwent, I realized that music is more than just the sounds we hear. Is deeper. So
True.
I realized the essence of it and the medicine in it and the power in it, to a point where now it seemed beyond me. I didn't have to put myself into the music. The music could kind of just come out of me. So Khomari is that guy. All the music from Khomari is kind of inspired and channeled more than, King Walapi, Nagapo, I need to sing this or that. Yeah. It kind of is divine intervention.
Divine intervention between you and what
just
you
comes,
Yeah, but there's something that you said off air, that this is a Black Crown might be the only thing that you did, might be the only work that you did by yourself. You perfected, you mastered, you produced, But now moving on forward, you're going to incorporate other people. But you'll tell us later on that. I think that we should listen to blues. Featuring Pi. I think we should listen to blues, and when we get back, we'll get into the business side of music. Like now, how are you? How far? What revenue did you make up Black Crown? Because I think your copies were sold somewhere, but we'll get into that. But then they got closed up. They got closed up. We also touch on some of the biggest printing houses in South Africa are closing down. So hard copies are losing business. Hard copies are losing. So I would like us to touch on that. But for now, let's get to blues. Chino featuring Pi.
Often, I wonder what it is I'm chasing. Is it a dream or reality? Is it what was meant to be? Or is it a fantasy? Feeling like Michael, looking in the mirror, but I got no answers. I'm not the same nigga I used to be. Yeah. The whole world switched up on me. I had to figure something out. I had to figure me out. My path was filled with doubt. Tarantino white shots. Picture me in a dark room with no hope, high on smoke. I told myself, Gaddy, judge yourself for tech. Boss up, dust it off and get the check. No rest, can't sleep cause I gotta catch the dream. What a life, what a life. I wouldn't trade it in for the world. I really, really need to fight. I really need to fight.
Still praying to a God who doesn't listen, but I believe my talent is a God-given, so I rely on my intuition. Still chasing the same dream, on the blue side, fuck up my vision. It's crazy how the devil is a lie. Nothing's ever what it seems. I've been needing something just to let it all out. I wanna scream till my voice blows out, Gotta watch out for them shady niggas. Round them, gotta check your workout. At the gym, I'm sweating, gaining inches. I know how it's gonna work out. So done with sitting overthinking. No fear, I'm leaving no doubt. Catching nails, dodging X's, rolling J's, blowing O's, cue to madness. I'm float away with the toe. All the finest, Mary Jane, coming straight from the mountains. Holy strain every day on a mattress where I lay, thinking about my old days. Are they all the same? practice, oversold and underpaid. Truth is, I've been searching, pray I find it. I've been working and I've been solid. I've been burned, I've been branded. I gotta keep walking away from my timing. Gotta be strong, yeah, we're changing the planet. Gotta shine, yeah, covered in carrots. Through the mud, yeah, it's all about balance. If it ain't about love, then I ain't buying what you selling. Gotta get my time. Gelele kisa, gale bamba, on severisa, ruri hosasa, ayate biswa, tabelo yaka, get up, betisa. All my life I've been coming. I hope somebody see me standing out the gate. I'm about to be someday. I'm about to be something great. I'm about to be something great.
Yo man, let's get back, let's jump straight into it again. Back in the background, we're still having DJ Jesse Jeff. Slavak was telling me about how they used to jam to the song. And other people say, but I won't tell how. I'll just expose. Yeah, man. So we're still touching on music and who you are, how you came to be, and how you came to produce the piece of work that you have. That you got. You had copies and you were selling them out. I think I also ran a few copies as well. And Kopana sort of short. You remember? I remember. I'm sure you remember. So what was your plan with packaging them the way you did? And putting them out there to the people? Like, what was your anticipation as far as numbers are concerned? Because you can't be producing art and not expecting to make money out of it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a big lesson for me.
Okay.
Because, at the time, I think I had plans. I was hoping it would catch on, but I think in hindsight, like smart ideas rarely catch on like that. People like the same things, just in a different packaging. Like people aren't experimental and as experimental as we'd like to believe. Because I think just the idea of it is nice, but as I said, it wasn't feasible for the location, for the market, for the economy. Technologically, in a sense, it was limited to the people who were technologically savvy.
Okay, true.
Whereas the music is meant to, reach a bigger audience. Yeah.
Oh, true. I
think during the making of it, I had this conversation with myself and my team. But it's a dream. Sometimes you just want to see that dream
come true.
Yeah. At whatever cost.
True.
So I think, for me, it was so much more than just, trying to make money out of business. Because like I said, I make music to connect. Like it's never about making cash or profit. But I realized that, okay, I am a musician. This can't be just a passion. It has to... I think
also
I was trying to make it...
Also your time.
The time has to be quantified as well, So I think, that was just that whole thing of seeing a dream come fruition.
Okay.
And also being the first to do something.
Yeah, so something like that. I expect that. Being Kanye West, man.
I feel like I do this for the sake of it.
Okay.
Just for it to be done.
Ah, man, I feel you. So I also want to ask you one more question before we jump into another song. From from you realizing what you saw, like from you realizing that we are not yet tech savvy. Like I was complaining. I like complaining every time about the internet when we talk about the web, the World Wide Web. How Basotho just think about the World Wide Web is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's just about it. And it was gonna take us a while to understand that we can actually buy songs, we can actually stream live, we can actually, So I think I would want to know. I think the listeners would want to know now. How are you going to package your next project in a way that it satisfies you, because in a way that it compensates the time that you're going to invest, and also in a way that it will still be fulfilling, because you're saying for you, music fills spiritual portals in people, even in yourself as well. You're singing to heal yourself, right? And to heal other people. So how are you intending to package the next project that you're working on?
I think at this point I've just I feel like I've unburdened myself with the need to commercialize my art.
Okay.
I feel like I wish Nkaya Matabing and say this, like, I will never sell my art. I will never advertise my art.
Okay.
Somebody else will do that.
Okay.
I focus on the art.
Okay. Or you're producing.
I'm just producing art, creating.
Focus on what you know how to do.
I'm just focused on creating.
Okay.
So I don't even feel the urge to tell people stuff I'm doing.
Okay.
At this point, like I said, I'm channeling music.
Okay.
So the music comes complete. Like, I don't need validation from anywhere. I hear it like I hear a radio. So I am just packaging and storing them right now.
Okay.
There will come a time when they will be worth more
sharing.
than they are now.
Yeah. And then you give them to somebody who will be worthy to you choose. Or do you already have somebody who you have chosen that you say you trust? Damn, can it be me, man? Can it be me?
There's an initiation that must be.
I don't mind, man.
No doubt.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
I feel like I'm archiving. I think most artists aren't aware of this, the spiritual, the responsibility of art.
Okay.
Because people forget that you have an audience. Like, if you say you're an artist, but then you don't talk to the people who are listening to you, you don't talk about.
You're not communicating. You're just talking about
them.
yourself and things that you can do.
But
because most of the time, I feel like it's like rappers always telling people what they can do, and man, no problem. I want us to jump straight to another song. I want us to jump. This is women's favorite. Last year you performed this at Gexon Music, and my girlfriend of that time said when she had it, she hoped that we could. I want to put it in this way. She said, when she was singing this song, I wish that I could be single, or I could be experiencing heartbreak, just so I could sing this song to you.
So she was telling you this.
Yeah, she was saying that. Yeah, man, you know how have you seen yourself perform and how people you saw me at your wedding, right? And people are like, who is this guy? And I was like, yeah, I get you now. And earlier on, I was busy telling people, do you know when you're the sound testing with the star, and I was busy marketing you. So you see, I might be the person.
You might just be the guy.
I might be the person. I'm trying to get a job. I'm trying to get my paper, man. I'm trying to get my paper.
Already.
Yeah. So we're going to play this song. The name of the song is Ho Ha, man. There's too much emotion in it. There's too much emotions in it. I hope people enjoy it wherever they are. If they are watching it live on Sky Alpha TV. Don't forget that, guys. We do this every Saturday. The name of the show is Catch Me If You Can. And then on Sunday, 5 p.m. to 12 p.m. we are at the Love Letter. The show happens every Sunday from 5 to 12 p.m., right? Where we have a set of artists, DJs, and musical live bands, and we're just saying, let's do things our own way. I don't want to here. We picked that some people, some country copied our style. Now they have like a proper presentation, the one we had for like a month, but I'm not going to say anything. Yeah. But peace and love, man, from Catch Me If You Can, from the Love Letter. We're going to play one song from you, and we're going to catch a little something from you. I'm going to ask you something personal. That section is also your trade. Yeah. So I want to hear, apart from music, what is it that you do, and how you'd want people to know, and how you're packaging yourself. How do people know what you're selling, or what you could be a broker, right? But for now, let's listen to Ho Hang.
can never give back. You are so fake, 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 you with your friends. I gotta be insane, sane, 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 take me back. No matter what you say, 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 what was on that, it's not there. It's not there. Why I'm so into you, but I gotta break from you. I gotta break the spell, break the get up with you, escape from you.
Yo, man, the song, you had a song from Chino El Vito, but he said, the song was starting, he said, when the song was beginning, he said, what you say, like, they better know, man.
Yeah,
They better know nothing. And it says it for itself, man.
Yeah,
and I was
when
busy,
this
you
is,
saw I
yeah.
was singing along.
Yeah.
So I felt what my girlfriend of the time was saying. I felt like, yeah, I feel you. If you want to leave, it's okay. If you want to go, you can go. But I'm staying here. I'm not going to go anywhere. Anyway, man, let's jump straight into the section before we jump straight into Go DJ. The name of the section is Sell Your Trade. This is what we do. Wherever you are, whatever it is that you're selling is, let's know what it is that we're doing. Hello, don't know the customer. If you register my video, let's get to now what is it that you're selling. So it's a hashtag Sell Your Trade. So now I come from Scuffy Nets. What I sell is digital marketing. Digital marketing, you understand? Yeah. So I want to understand now what is it that you sell, because you're saying you're not willing to sell your music. Yeah. What is it that you're into?
I think right now, Munna in general is just the type of animal that has, different facets and skills and abilities, that you kind of try to access equally.
Okay.
So at the moment, I'm farming. I'm selling cannabis-infused edibles.
Okay. I saw the gums. I saw the gums on
Yeah,
the WhatsApp
so
stories.
because not everybody can smoke.
Oh yeah.
So it's good for that.
Yeah.
What else am I selling? But really, I think it's more of just trying to commercialize my own lifestyle.
Okay.
I think there's a book. I think you actually referred it to me by Ben Okri.
Ben
called
Okri,
The
yeah.
Freedom Artist.
The freedom artist.
So in there's a character that he describes as the artist of the time.
The artist of the times, yeah.
So that guy was just explaining that, yo man, everybody's busy trying to chase money.
Yeah.
So he says that his whole thing is becoming value, becoming money, to a point where he can anywhere you put his name, that thing is gonna have value. It's gonna have money.
Bro, I didn't read it to an end, but I'm glad that you mentioned Ben Okri.
Yeah.
I was telling people that I wish. I think there's gonna be a time in my life when I'll just be reading Ben Okri's
That guy,
books,
because he's a prophet.
Yeah, he's a
I
prophet.
think he's-
Yeah, but I like how you were saying. I tell people this, and they it comes off as if though I'm being cocky or I'm being a narcissist.
Yeah.
I'm saying I sell everything. I sell everything. If I'm put up I'm like, yo man, it's $5. I ain't gonna tell you for free where you can. You're gonna have to
do you know anyone around here?
it took me so much for me to know what you're asking about. Yeah, pay. You understand? So also I thrift. You still right? Yeah. So what I do is I thrift and then I sort of clean them. I cleanse because I think that clothes come with spirits, because I think your cloth, your energy comes. So I cleanse them or I clean them, then I sell them. But my producer was saying, Slabak was saying, he doubts that I thrift or I go where everybody else is going. So he said he's gonna hire like an investigator who's gonna run behind me. No problem, man. I think you're not spreading yourself to like, you're not narrowing whatever it is that you're selling, whatever it is that you want. You're a brand, as you're an embodiment of what a brand is. When people see you, like Beat does everything, man. Beat you got matla maseng. Beat you got matla maseng. Ya moabi yang tu beza maseng. Kabu kana village. Beat zikisa ko soundbar, right? I'm supposed to get my soundbar from him, right? He's still waiting for it. He sold me a soundbar. Like I wanted a soundbar. I said, buy. Put money on the table. But if somebody comes before you, I'm selling it. So you understand.
Hustler.
I'm glad that you could join us on studio today. I'm glad that you could. I'm hoping that you'll be. One or two songs from you, just so we could listen to them. People, I could say,
New stuff.
New stuff. Not even new stuff. There's a project, a short project that you worked on.
The short project.
The short project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have it online, SoundCloud.
Oh no, but if it is on SoundCloud, then it's ready or on your page, on your Facebook page.
Yeah.
But where can people follow you, just so they can follow your lifestyle?
Well, it's funny because I understand social media and I am all for it.
Okay.
It's just unfortunate at the moment that it requires energy.
Yeah, true.
Energy,
Certain level of energy.
Level of energy that I'm otherwise allocating to different things.
Okay.
But when I try, when I am able and fortunate, social media works. Khomaro Official on all platforms.
On all platforms.
Yeah.
I saw that even on Twitter. It's Khomaro Official.
Khomaro Official.
Khomaro, yeah, man. I love that.
I feel like
man.
clouds, you never know when they come until they're here.
Yeah, man. And also to pull it's like a contradiction of something really good and really. I know, man. I like that. What's your message? What could you say to anybody, whoever it is? Something from your top of your head. I mean, you're a man of knowledge, man.
Yes. No, I really want to speak to artists, because I think they're busy fighting silent wars and they think that art should be commercial.
Okay.
To a point where they even implode with all this art. Because that almost what happened to me.
Okay.
When you're creating too much but you're not putting it out. So there's a flow of energy that must be respected.
True.
Where in order to appreciate the things that are coming in, you need to let go.
True. Things that are coming in, just like
water.
water.
Because it's downloaded,
Or just like take something in and take it out.
Take it out. It mustn't stay stagnant. Otherwise, they will
eat it. This is what I always say before you go, that people carry messages, right? When you bump into people and you get into conversations with them, they have your message, right? And then if I bump into you and then I don't give you a message, it rots, and then it affects me. You understand? Yeah, man. No problem, man. I love the fact that you came and you made time. I mean, I bumped into you on Saturday after we interviewed a star, and I said, man, come to the radio. And you did. And you did. Thank you for the beautiful interview, man, and thank you for the beautiful music. But for now, we're about to sign out from the interview section and from the hashtag Sell Your Trade and jump straight into another beautiful section. But I'm going to play 2 songs, and then we'll jump straight into our final section, which is Go DJ. But right now, I'd like to play Gallant.
We are number 1.
Give me more than God in a courtroom. More than broken glass in my house shoes. More than money on a bed that you wanna lose. Quit taking your time, making time feel better. Sell me something I use to catapult my value. Treat me like a cardinal, anointed in my vessels. And anytime I bite the hand that feeds, what you lie through your teeth, tell me I'm a monument to more than bone and tissue. Give me more than rocks in a windshield. More than kerosene in a minefield. More than strangers telling me what I wanna hear. Instead of spending all your days making days feel shorter, just sell me something I use to catapult my value. Treat me like a cardinal, anointed in my vessels. And anytime I bite the hand that feeds, what you lie through your teeth, tell me I'm a monument to more than bone and tissue. If I falter on my own, will it prove I'm more than skin and bones?
Leaving all the competition in the dust.
If I falter on my own, will it prove I'm more than skin and bones? To catapult my value. Treat me like a cardinal, anointed in my vessels. And anytime I bite the hand that feeds, you got through your teeth. Tell me I'm a monument to more than bone and tissue. This is how I do. How I do. This is how I do. How I do.
Yo, guys, you're still tuned in to Catch Me If You Can with myself, Scuffteen, aka Bobby Black, aka Omofema, aka Bobeamos, aka Bantroile Kilometer. What's happening? So, a guy in Johannesburg that I've never met. He's from home. He decided to use a pen and draw. I guess when I use a portrait or something really dope. So dope. They drew you in good light. Yeah, they drew you positively. You look handsome. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to say about that, but I took the same picture and I said, somebody decided to draw me, but now he's my friend. And now we exchanged. He said when they open the borders, he's gonna come home. He has already framed this. Is really dope, man. Did you guys see it? This doesn't look like me, but it does look like me. So I had asked I had asked on Facebook or if you could draw emotions, or if you could draw how people impact your life, people that you meet with, I would want to know, how would you draw people who broke your heart? Like, how would you draw that ex who sang at you your heart? You understand? So now I asked her, Papa in your life, and then people decided to respond, because this is what I do. I ask people questions each and every week. I try to find out, how do you react to certain things, and have you had a experience in relationships or family? Because this is one time I remember I asked Ona, when did you realize that your parents were not even sure what they were doing, right? So Benny B said he drew you positively, and Musiwalet as he said, that's deep, man. And then Ratabile Caesar said, hi, it's a Popeye. Then he made a sad face. Who else? There's another one. Gilebanyetsa Popeye. Then this is Selwane Selima. Then I asked her how, and how did you find out? She said, so Motueno Waka Arokopa break, and he has too much on his plate. Later, he gets married. One of photos on Facebook. Hey, this one is savage, man. This one is savage. And then Tabele Majara said, and now I'm salary moto akala hojola, and now moto kala ipona sele Popeye. You imagine having to accept that you are like a Popeye forever. And then I said, yo man, it's sad. And then she continued and said, it's sad how all over we end up serious mele hore la gato ke ntwete empa he bophelo bona bontse bo tswela pele. That's sad. And then Pewana Takedi from Botabuta said, Azaki Lebangetsa Popeye, but thank God I'm out. When you find out. And then the last comment says, anyway, Kaba Popeye. Kaba Popeye who crack it now I plan to. That's a long time, man. Like, how do you become a cartoon? Yo, man, like, you're dating. Everybody else sees your cartoon, sees Cartoon Network. Yeah. And she says, now I plan to work on truly loving me and me only. Was head over heels from Salt's group. No, I feel bad. I feel bad because I'm the one who created that group. I was head over heels. You get it, right? It's so painful. Now I feel like I contributed to your Popeye, but yo, man, I'm so. Now I feel so bad. But let me go on. She says, I was head over heels. I would do a BB from Salt's group. Boy, he had me hooked. Kanti nigga still loves his former wife. I put my all kahara relationship you. Fella he, I wanna taba. Fella what I'm from Botabuta. That's it. That's painful, man. Thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for tuning into the interview with me and Chino, man. Thank you for just following us. The numbers are beautiful, guys. We went from 2,000 all the way to 61,000. From 2,000 to 61,000 listeners. Yo, that's a lot of numbers. And in South Africa, in Japan, in Korea, in Istanbul, in every country in the world. So keep on telling your friends about Sky Alpha HD, guys. Keep on telling your friends about everything digital from Lesotho. Keep on telling your friends about the Love Letter. Happens every Sunday from 5 to 12 p.m. Keep telling your friends about Catch Him If You Can. Happens from 12, every Saturday from 12 to 2. Because this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to say, since everything is, I was saying something off air that some media houses, some printing houses are not Some pretty. There's another one we grew up reading, Esosotho, which I cannot name on radio. Esosotho, sort of, the name is Tav, right? But in Sesotho, right? Yeah, they phased out. Remember, I used to read the Bafanas at the back page, right? Yeah, they phased out. They are no more in business. It's really, and the newspaper, newspaper, because somebody was saying to me, if you look at how we do, if you look at things that are written in newspapers, they're second-hand, they're like a secondary content from Facebook. By the time you see it on newspapers, and Twitter, so people don't go out and buy newspapers anymore because people have sort of refined content that they say. I mean, Hatiti News, even if I don't have to mention here, people want to read things from Hatiti News. So from me and you guys, I'm going to be signing out. I'm sorry that I'm going to play like for about 10 minutes. That Catch Me If You Can. I'm going to play one beautiful mix from one of our own that we had last Saturday. Let me just get my things ready at the studio, just so we can jump straight into this section.
The blunt still burning, the clock still turning, the waist keep whining while our eyes keep working. The DJs on my team, I'm serving the DJs on my team. Can I get a go DJ? Go DJ. 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 Turned up, eyes low, I'm getting down on the dance floor. Little mama, can you tell me where my hands go? Amazing, I might be your biggest fan, no. Thought maybe you could take me where you come from, and maybe I can show you what I'm made of. Yeah, baby, I can find some time to get close, but really I ain't got no time for fake love. I wake up and take drugs, bottle of Henny in my body that. Cause somebody tell me what a party at. Oh, let's toast to the good life. Passed it to the left and she brought it back. And now the blunt still burning, the clock still turning, the waist keep whining while her ass keep twerking. The DJs on my team, I'm serving the DJs on my team. Can I get a go DJ? Go DJ. 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 You from the valley, Topanga Canyon? I'm from the city where they still bust cannons. Swerving down the bridge, swerving on a hater. We put on for our niggas and they still hate us. I ride around with my head low, 38 special. Living in heaven, we still dealing with the devil. But I ain't really worried about none of that. Pour another shot, then let's run it back. Roll another stunt, I got the next
Number one.
on me. Ain't no pilot for the plane, but we flying tonight. You ain't gotta tell me. Pop ride.
Hey Lesotho and the world, this is Ben from 5FM in South Africa and you're listening to the one and only Sky Alpha HD.
That's what I'm talking about. Tell your friends they can come along. We can keep it going all night. Get a cup full of something strong. If you really want to party. Don't worry, you can leave it fall. You ain't gotta call nobody. I just want to feel the highs, feel the highs. I'm just trying to speak my mind, speak my mind. Don't ask me if he's a guy, he's a guy. I don't want to waste my time, baby. I'm just trying to feel alive. Baby, I'm just trying to feel alive. Hi, how are you? I'm good. So what's your name? Okay, Nicole, Gennachino. Baller, man. I'd really love to spend some time with you. Matter of fact, I'm finna go wild tonight. But just me
the
and
star. The star.
you. Like the song you wanna do? Oh, yeah.
First time I got to know your love, I was 6. I felt your every song, I wrote every remix. There was something about you that was so sincere. You was
Yo, man, DT just stepped in the building and she's about to take it from 2 to
5.
5. That's a long time.
3 hours
10 minutes.
long.
It felt like 10 minutes. Having fun. I want to.
You can continue.
No. I want to do.
Okay.
I'm done. I have to go to Otagote, so.
Home, you're going home.
Yeah, let's go home.
Gonna see the people.
Yeah, I'm gonna see my people.
Please say
I'd
hi
said that
to
it's
them.
it's on a sad note.
It's all. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I
Okay.
just want to ask you before I ask you about you. We're having. You saw somebody drew me with a pen, right?
I did.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Like when
It
you're
is
in the Popeye, right?
perfect.
When you're in the, what you love about Popeye?
No.
In the relationship.
I think everybody has been there. So
Everybody's been there.
Yeah, so I had my fair share.
Oh, who were you? Were you Tom or were you Jerry? Not really sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No problem, man. No problem. Just so tell
I'm
people
not
what you'll be
sure.
talking out on your show, and then I'll be signing out and leaving.
Okay, so today, since we are, it's almost the first half of the year is drawing to its end. So we're going to be talking about what we're looking forward to for the rest of the year.
Okay.
With the COVID-19 and its effects, are we going to be optimistic about it? We're just
Okay.
going to talk and project.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
just glad it's no more cold.
It's still cold.
No,
What do you-
not that cold, man. You see, I live alone.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so cold. I was this close to.
It's only starting to get cold
yeah,
now.
I wanted to get married
Wow.
because it was very cold for real.
Operation Find Captain a wife.
But I'm glad we're out of that. Thank you, DT.
Thank
Mamela
you.
from 2 to 5. She has so many
5.
beautiful things that she always discusses, and she plays beautiful music. She plays the type of music I used to listen to when I was growing up. It always makes me feel nostalgic. But for me and the rest of the team, the Catch Me If You Can, remember that you can catch us tomorrow on the Love Letter. From me and myself and Slavaka and Nkwanyani and Boka, we're signing out.
Interesting